July
Speaking
1st.
of people broke, now I'm playing.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
I'm playing.
Simone.
I'm gonna go watch the show though, for real.
B
stands for broke.
The B stands for broke, bro.
That
Broke
was
Simone.
crazy.
Brokey.
But what happened? I ain't know.
Bro, so B Simone, first of all,
I'm scared for this
before
topic.
we even get
Let
into
me just
she's
put
broke
this
now,
out there.
let's talk about what happened before.
What happened?
So B Simone gets on a podcast with her best friend after the BET Awards. It already started off bad because she's like,
Are
we
they
just up
still
the-
best friends out there? Let's just get into it.
Yeah, tell me what happened, bro. All I know is the clip. About talking
bro.
about she got to go to H&M.
No, and that was the clip. That was the clip after what she had said before.
What she said?
So she was just talking about how she gave money to everybody in her family, or whatever. She bought houses. She done paid for divorces. Then her best friend was like, "Imagine how I felt," and I was like, "Dang!" And she goes to how like in this year, 2025. She said like 12 months, so 2025, 2024. But she was just like, yeah, I was living with my parents. My car got repoed.
B Simone or her
B
friend?
Simone's
Her
friend,
friend.
Shekinah.
Yes.
B Simone's friend said this. Okay.
Shekinah
Yes.
said that she was living at home with her parents, a single mother. So living at home with her parents with the kid, minimum one.
Right.
She was like, oh, my car got repossessed. Oh, I was in food stamps line, had to get Medicaid. Like,
Yes.
yeah, like,
Yes,
but then what she was
literally.
saying, but then she said, but I'm watching my best friend buy houses, sign checks, get
To other
cars,
people.
pay for divorces. Like, what are you paying for a divorce for? If you can't get divorced, don't get divorced. Be separated.
So
if you can't pay to get the
hated-
divorce, just stay, twin.
Dang.
She was watching her best friend.
She was watching her best
She was
friend
watching her best
struggle
friend struggle.
while she is literally giving all this money away. And the best friend Spencer was like, her. First of all, before we bring God into it, B Simone sitting here like, Jesus.
Like it wasn't her who was
Jesus.
doing
Like you
that.
wasn't right there when she was struggling. Jesus. I mean, I know God was up there like, girl, don't call me because you have to, I gave you the
Exactly.
resources to help your best friend. But the best friend spent it and was like, well, I have to go through this because God had to show me, like, you know, my own story. This is me paving the way for me, not giving glory to nobody else,
Right.
essentially.
Right.
My take on it is,
What's your take? 'Cause
God had to let you go through that so you can see that that wasn't your real friend.
Yeah.
Because it's never a time where I'm going to see my friend struggle and I have the means to help and
Hold on.
support her.
Okay, time out.
No, let me
Time
finish my thought.
Time out.
Never a time where I'm going to sit and let my friend struggle and I'm not going to say I'm going to buy you a house. I'm not going to say I'm going to buy you a car, but I'm not going to let you struggle.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay,
And I'm buying houses for everybody else.
hot take here. All
Hot take, let's go.
Respectfully, her friend struggling ain't got nothing to do
Yes, it
with
does.
B Simone.
Yes, it does. Because she gave up her life to
It's
do
not B Simone's fault
No,
that she got
yes,
to wait
it
in the
is.
stamp
Listen,
line.
I think-
excuse me. No. Because what we didn't know is
we didn't know?
she gave up her life to help produce and like do the production of the podcast that B Simone had with Megan Ashley. That B Simone found out, and Megan Ashley found out she was a bad friend, and they quit the podcast. So that's like me saying you lost your job because of my podcast, and didn't have money because of my podcast, and I'm going to let you struggle.
Wait,
The
she
thing with that, too,
B
the
Simone
thing-
got her money off a podcast?
No, so
That's one of her streams,
Shekinah,
yeah.
it was one of her streams of income. Shekinah was like a producer on the podcast with B Simone and Megan Ashley.
Right.
Like that was her.
And so because of that, she feels entitled.
No,
to
not
support.
entitled. She literally lost her job.
She lost her
because
job.
B Simone was a bad friend to Megan Ashley.
Oh.
And now that she lost her job and her stream of income, because that was Shekinah's stream of income,
Oh.
and now she's at home with a kid, at least one kid, because she said she was a single mom. I don't think she said how many kids. If y'all know how many kids, let me know. But she said,
I think it's only one.
yeah, she at home with her kid at her parents' house.
So B Simone.
But she was just fine working, doing her job.
So it's B Simone's fault that she lost her job.
Yes,
Okay, but my
essentially.
thing is too, in addition to that interview, something that she also said was the fact that when Shekinah actually got up, right, she got an opportunity, and B Simone
she's
acted
like,
very like nonchalant about it, right?
She didn't act
So
like she was just low-key jealous about it.
Yeah, well, she hung the phone up on her. She was like nonchalant about it at first, and then she called her back and was like, she called Shekinah back, B Simone, let's
I've
get the
been
story
convicted.
right, and literally said, I don't like the way that I felt when you said that. And her friend, she kind of asked her like, oh, are you jealous? Like, what's the emotion that you're feeling? She was like, I don't know. I just don't know how I'm feeling. Number one, you're jealous and you don't want to say it. Number two, you should always be happy for your friend. But she tried to counter it and say like, oh, well, I just feel like when people are working on my stuff, they should just be devoted to my stuff. They should have no other purpose.
Was that for her though? Was that for Shekinah though? That she was like, "Oh, well, you working on myself?" Because when she said what the clip that I heard,
this needs to go to like, Zeus, bro. Like,
listen, no, dead serious. But like, she was like, I was just upset that I wasn't the one to give you the opportunity. But you had the power to give me the opportunity.
Like, why do you want power over what I'm doing? Number one, that's controlling. And number two, you should your natural reaction should always be to be happy. Like, you can't control your emotions, but you should be happy for your friend, even if you got to work through something internally. But work through that internally on your own, but don't project that onto your friend. And
imagine how bad it was that she had to call her back. Like, imagine how bad you really felt that you have to call me back.
You call her back with that.
Imagine how selfish you are to call me back to tell me I don't like how I felt about you winning.
Exactly.
To make me now I Shekinah have to help you work through your feelings. Be Simone on why you shouldn't feel bad for me, Shekinah, working and making money.
She can't even bask in her own happiness for her success.
Now I gotta help you navigate your emotions. Like, am I your therapist? Are you paying me to be your therapist?
Right. Yeah.
You're a life coach. Remember we talked about that last episode. Get a life coach to me. But then fast forward to all of that, right? Fast forward all that. Be Simone, bad friend. Cool. Then she goes and says, I'm broke.
Be Simone.
I had to leave Bloomingdale's to go to H&M. And you know, I never budget. Well, maybe that's why you broke. Why you ain't budgeting? But like, again, you're taking the spotlight from your friend again to tell us how broke you are. Like, do you not realize that this is continuously like you being like extra?
Yeah.
And like what?
Her character really showed.
It showed a lot.
Really
and
bad.
It showed with the Megan Ashley situation. Like, I haven't really been following her since that.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, oh, I'm super Megan Ashley. No, I don't care about none of that.
So who are we mad at? Are we mad at B. Simone or her friend?
B. Simone.
B. Simone, because she's not a good friend.
She's not a good friend.
Like,
I don't care. I don't care about her. I care that she tried to she took the situation off of the friend again to make it her seem bad. Like, her seem better. Her seem like she needs the pity. But that's the whole thing. Like, she wanted the pity more than the friend. And it was like, you literally was giving your friend a platform and you took all the shine off her again to make it seem like, I'm broke. I had to go to H&M. Oh my gosh, girl, go to Walmart. So when you at Walmart and Shein and when you're at Goodwill, and that's when I'ma care.
Dang, B. Simone should have been out of the role models, man. That's crazy. Once she wearing like booty,
she could still be. She was wearing shorts. She was wearing shorts and a blazer at a church conference that she had to speak on, baby.
That's crazy, man. All right, bro. Let's
put a bow on that. Let's get into our.
B. Simone is a part B of I Know Role Models.
Right. It leads perfectly into I Know Role Models. That should have been it.